Oh my god.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't.
That's so cool. Bye.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Oh my god, hi.
Hello, I am
Ik heb
Nettie.
tegen Fien.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change?
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely...
Niks.
Mag ik hier niet liggen?
Ja, dat zeg ik niet.
Je mag alles zeggen hoor.
Weet ik, maar ik praat ook niet tegen iemand. Ik ben live.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm?
Met wat?
So,
Dit?
what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Niks. Gewoon
Very
dit.
simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm
Hoezo?
at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like... That's it! Very good! Excellent control there.
Nee, blijf. Blijf, blijf.
Not to worry. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Phew.
Huh?
That's it!
Let us see this.
Even aan de kant.
Nicely done. Misha.
Heel spannend, ja. Dan gaat ze hem daar neerleggen.
That is how it's done.
Poephoofd. Ja, godver.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Splendid!
Tisha,
Nee,
je zei wat.
ja, dan moet ik eens wat zeggen.
Ja, tegen wie heb je dat dan? Tegen een geest?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. Phew.
Excellent.
Watch this. There we go.
Don't lose your composure.
Ga weg.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Brilliant.
Ja, cool.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou. Before I knew it,
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
and with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you
Very
can
well.
use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
Revelio. Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you? Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Ik wil dit open krijgen. Maar ik snap hem niet. Dat doe ik. Maar je moet deze puzzel oplossen. Alleen die snap ik echt niet. Je hebt hier van die icoontjes en zo. En dan moet op die plek van die vraagteken. Maar ik weet het echt niet. Dit is een soort wiskunde of zo, maar niet bellen. Als ik nou gewoon allemaal dingen ga proberen. Oké, wacht. Deze en dan die. Oh, dat was gewoon een gok. Maar nu wil ik weten hoe ik dat heb gedaan. Doe je daarin? Ja. Doe maar rustig. Wauw, een bril. Nou, dat vind ik wel heel cool.
Revelio.
Vind ik wel heel... Helemaal niet. Ja, maar dat is dit.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Dit is een rare ding. Oeh. Push je ei. Ja. Oh, hier was ik net.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. You never backed down from the fight.
Hij beledigt mij. Kiekeboe. Oeh.
Revelio.
Ja, dat had ik al.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, dat kan ik niet open doen. Oké. Oh. Ik zit gewoon even overal in te gaan.
Revelio.
Wat is dit? Nou, leuk. Dit is wel heel interessant. Oké. Wat? Ja, ik begin nu gewoon opnieuw, want dan kan ik tenminste nog even alles vinden en zo. Ja, maar dat heb ik al. Kijk. Als ik dit doe... Maar dat is gewoon zodat je kan teleporteren en zo. Het is niet echt iets speciaals.
Lumos.
Ik heb geen idee waar het is. Waar is dat dan? Is dat boven? Vriend, vraagt alles goed met je? Ze zegt ja hoor. Is dit boven dan? Of beneden?
Get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow.
Ik weet het niet, het interesseert me ook weinig.
I spend the entire day.
Of is het wel hier? Allemaal mensen, waarom zit hij op de grond? Boven mij.
Revelio.
Of is het hier?
Lumos. Revelio.
Geen pinnen. Nou, kom op.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are.
Hello.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your... I have arranged some...
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant!
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Remember to be...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder. Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why
Boy fell off his broom during my flight.
My father would be so impressed if it was me that beat Sebastian in that duel.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Accio!
Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Revelio.
last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Revelio.
Potions.
I find it hard to get the right consistency of using the concoction.
Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you then.
Revelio. Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Rumour is...
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Like we already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get. A wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without stay the course.
That's certainly something.
And spellcraft sign, but I shall let a potting tea.
I believe so, sir.
Good. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio. Revelio.
Blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please. How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing. Dragon heart's been won most love and quickly. One thing. Extraordinary. Another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful.
I'm eager to...
I would imagine. And the bond between... Do not be so...
Sounds wonderful.
Let you get... Knew how to keep...
Options. You're the student. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today. Well...
Pardon me.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. To go and find Sebastian. I officially have all of the supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. See what we can get to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear them down eventually. Look out! What was that?
Of his own medicine.
Nicely done! That's right, you lumbering louts!
He's faltering!
A few more hits to do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all...
We are, and we were to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Singer. Thank you. Again.
Reparo.
I'll go and see what he wants.
They didn't remove. Yeah, good as new.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill. Extraordinary to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not for help lead to its right state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And, as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter...
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
Burned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I agree.
It's just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just want a student. Take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock... What? Rookwood?
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I'd see him somewhere. The three brooms.
It's a treat to see you look. You know if I hear anything. Be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's...
Welcome. Butterbeer's me. The attack. I shall keep us in...
Thanks to this one. Single-handed down roll.
Is that done?
Thank you.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only we have to deal with.
Oops. Is that Lodgok I saw? Your client.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for that tricks. I'm over this one anyway.
My friend enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. My friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Yes? The Throne Stakes isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink but beer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. Professor Weasley's don't want to risk another...
You look at the camera. Here's Alice. Here's her hair. I'm gonna do it all nice. I'm gonna cut like this much off.
Whoa.
Alice, don't be weird. And turn around. I've been growing my hair out for a while, but I think I want my bangs back, but just a little bit.
Revelio.
Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones?
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them. I don't think I know.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobs.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Professor Howard's going to quiz us on
Revelio.
That reminds me. Did Scribner say we could borrow the book overnight? Or that we'd get to...
Revelio.
Nothing to be learned at Hogwarts that one cannot learn out in the world. I'm still struggling with that.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I've found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
Yes. Finders keepers, I'm afraid.
I knew it! You're just as bad as everyone else. I hate this school. You'll all be sorry when I learn some more spells.
What do you want?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons of the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do...
Sounds...
Quite. But before... You may be surprised by some of them. When you're finished,
Come and see. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems Crossed Wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
A moment of your silence and attention shall soon be rewarded.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for Crossed Wands. A dueling club of sorts.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does Crossed Wands work exactly?
You show up. It's our way of... Anne.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
Besides, your first time I'll... So...
Get me in the ring.
We'll make you regret signing up.
You're better than that!
There goes my weight.
What to do? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't... There's strong competition.
Brilliant.
I shall. And as a very good way to master... Again, Hope to see you back here again. Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. May I use...
Of course. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
If you need to stop... That's it! Nicely done! Excellent form! I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match ready for another round.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance. Act like a winner! Stupid!
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. You'd better keep practice. I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you, and that you found...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it.
Should be.
Yes. Your spell... I would rather we... Let us begin. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work. feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And keep trying to incinerate yourself.
Leviosa! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it? Excellent defensive skills.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with this.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puff...
Sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think.
The hidden herb...
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology... It's supposedly... I was hoping you could go there and bring back... say a bit of an...
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate...
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Relieved to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Revelio.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Incendio!
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
I can't believe Jack is still the headmaster.
There's simply too much information.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you would. I appreciate you getting...
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunking for... This'll show Everett how Thank you again. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunking for me.
Oi, can you help me?
Hello. Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the... Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away. I found two...
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Handy. Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.